So this reading is for entertainment purposes only. This is going to Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine Collective for July 15th, 2026. Let's start with Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine is letting go of fear-based thinking right now. And as she lets go of fear-based thinking that keeps her in survival mode, the Divine Feminine is seeing where she's not trusting love, and also about where she is not fully in her heart space. As the Divine Feminine lets go of what no longer serves her, this is causing her to really look at the limited thinking that causes her to self-sabotage and self-sacrifice. The Divine Feminine is really looking at the connection with the Divine Masculine from a different set of eyes. She is still seeing where she was not choosing herself. She is still seeing where she was waiting for another to validate her by choosing her. As the Divine Feminine really works with that fear of not being chosen, the Divine Feminine is having clarity about how the fears caused her to be in that energy where she wanted to be selected, where she wanted to be number one. And I feel as though the Divine Feminine is noticing the woundedness and from the fear of abandonment driving her. The Divine Feminine is really working on her fear of abandonment right now. And the more she works on that, the more she realizes that she based her worth on how much she is healed, as well as how whether someone chose her or not. The Divine Feminine is unlearning this at the moment, and as she works through that codependency trauma that keeps her in that state of survival mode, the Divine Feminine is really remembering who she is beneath the conditioning, and she is calling back all of her in order to really be in her true and authentic self. As the Divine Feminine really lets go of that old timeline, she is feeling a peace as she gets ready to quantumly. And that's what I get for Divine Feminine. So this is what I get for Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine is really working through the fear-based thinking around like not being enough and not being chosen right now. And I feel as though the Divine Masculine is really remembering who he is. He is letting go of that fear-based thinking that kept him small, that kept him in a yes man energy. I feel as though a lot of anger and sadness is coming up for the Divine Masculine right now. And as he actually processes this sadness and anger, the Divine Masculine is starting to see where he is not trusting love, where he is self-sabotaging in order to, keep the peace. The Divine Masculine is really unlearning that trauma response to keep it in peace right now. And as he unlearns that trauma response, he is starting to see that forced silence is actually not a thing he wants to partake in anymore. He wants to speak his truth, regardless of how it's received. He's letting go of that fear of what people might think. And as he lets go of that fear of what people might think, he is starting to actually see that he cannot live life ruled by others' opinions. The Divine Masculine is really letting go of that need to have everyone like him. He is really processing all that repressed emotion that he's been holding on to since childhood. As the Divine Masculine lets go of what no longer serves him, he is getting ready to quantum leap into his new reality. And that's what I get for Divine Masculine. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I post updates about twin flames often. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can DM me or you can reach to my Calendly link on my page. I will ask for payment at the arranged time. I will see you another time. Namaste.